So Matt, obviously here tonight for Ryan Lilley. First, let's just talk about him and the win he got. Highlight reel finish, as I know you're trying to multitask there on the phone. But how impressed were you with him tonight in his performance?
Well, it was a quick fight, but man, we couldn't ask for anything more, right? One shot, one knockout.
And you're out in California now. I know you're part of that Muscle Farm team. You helped create that. How's all that going? Because we haven't seen you in the cage for a while.
It's going very well. I'm actually just flying back and forth. I come out here all the time. I live back in Ohio, opened a gym in Ohio, Mortal Martial Arts Center. But yeah, I come out to Muscle Farm. I help them still a lot. We do a lot of things together, and we're doing great things. So I'm doing great things on the East Coast and on the West Coast.
How is the health right now?
I'm solid. Yeah, I'm solid, man. I'm actually literally was walking to go see my PT right now. He's back in the locker room with someone, so I'm going to find out. But I'm pretty solid, man. I'm probably 80 to 90%.
Is it the ankle still?
Yeah, my ankle is honestly worse than my knee. I had the ACL reconstruction, but my ankle is still bothering me a lot. And I mean, I could probably fight the way I am today, but I just want to make sure I do it right this time.
I think everyone saw you mentioning a potential fight with Mike Perry. That got a lot of people excited. Is that what you ideally like next, or are you just throwing out names to
I just seen his post and it caught my eye,
He actually did an interview today where he was sort of non-committal about fighting you and said he's got one fight left in his contract, he'll fight anyone, but your name is brought up and he seemed to sort of shrug about it.
I'll shrug too. I think he's a good fight for both of us. I think fans would get behind that fight. I think it'd be a good fight for me to come back to and a good fight for him to get his ass kicked in, I guess.
I understand you wanted to come back for the Condit fight, that eventually, fell through because you almost crossed paths, in the past as well. But
like
what makes
times.
Yeah, right. What makes you want to come back now, though?
What's that?
What makes you want to come back now, though? Because you ended on a really great.
No, I'm not.
win.
I'm not necessarily set on even coming back. Honestly, I'm really enjoying coaching people. I love being out there in the corner and watching, my guys like Ryan do big things. That brings just as much satisfaction. But when I walked out in that cage earlier today, that really sent a tingle down my spine, and I was like, damn, I missed this. So, man, I don't know. We just got to take it one thing at a time. I'm not even back to full training yet. I'm spending a lot of time at my gym working with the guys. I got some good up-and-comers I'm working with. So, yeah, we'll just kind of play it by ear.
And for those who don't know, who is at the Muscle Farm gym right now that you're working with? Joe Schilling, I believe, is there. Mickey Gall. Who are some of the other fighters that are there?
There's lots of guys in and out all the time. I was there the other day. Edmund was in there. I can't remember his last name, but he trains with Edmund.
Right. No, he's fighting Charles Bird.
Yeah. Very good fighter, man. Very, very good fighter. I always forget the guys' last names. There's a little kid named Matt who's a little stud. Pico's been there a couple of times. TJ comes in sometimes. Who else? Ellenberger was in there yesterday. Just a lot of guys, man. It's just a good team. The coaches, Joe and Jason Manley, just amazing coaches, man. Really putting together a great program there.
Matt, what do you miss the most about fighting?
Being scared out of my mind.
And is that like all the fight week, fight day, or right before the fight? Like what part's the worst?
Stepping in that cage and looking across at a dude that just wants to murder you, and just knowing like that might happen.
I saw you give a shout out to Dennis Bermudez. He recently retired. It's been about a week for him. If you can recall when you retired, like what was your process after a week? Were you already kind of getting a little bit of an itch, or were you at peace? Like, take us through.
Yeah, I've always been very peaceful with myself with things like that. So I think I might be a little different where, of course, like I want to go in there and experience that. That's like such a rush, and I think once you experience that, you just can't replace it with anything else. But I'm also a broad enough person that I don't have to have that. I think there's a lot of people that are just shallow people, right? That's what they have to do, right? They don't have anything else. I think I have a lot more in me than just being a fighter. And to me, that's really more what it's about, is like fulfilling, more aspects of myself than the one part where I've already, in some terms already fulfilled.
Now, does it have to be another name like yourself, like a big name that's established with a lot of fights under his belt? Or will you be a veteran that gives a younger guy kind of a chance a little bit, like the way others gave you a chance?
Yeah, I don't have any reason to not fight whoever. Like, if I come back, it'd be just whatever. I mean, I've never been one to pick and choose fights, so just go in there and fight whoever, whatever.
A lot of locations out there. Is there any one of them that stands out, like Nashville, Philly, or any rumors?
East Coast, yeah. I like the East Coast a lot better, just because I live on that time zone. But I don't know. I guess there's advantages to the West Coast too, right? Because then you get to fight earlier in the day. Yeah, I have to think about that one. Good question.
You've been pretty outspoken on PEDs, and obviously Jon Jones has been in the news again for another positive test assigned by VADA. Just your reaction when you heard all that?
I tweeted out. I mean, it was very disgusting to me the way that went down. Apparently he tested positive again, right? Or we have another positive test. It's just fucking terrible, man. I don't know. I can't understand why. Look, if they're gonna let him do it, then let him do it, right? Why not? Just let us all do steroids, whatever. People are just going to do it, Otherwise, ban the son of the bitches, or, Either you can do it or you can't. Why are we in this gray area? I think it's garbage. But I love the UFC to death, man, and, I have so much respect for every single one of those guys. I think it was just a poor decision at that point. I mean, they've been, 30 years now of UFC almost. I mean, you're going to make some bad decisions, right? And I think that was a bad decision. And I think it's just a lack of integrity, man. And I just want to see the sport grow with integrity. It should be about the martial arts, and it should be about the best competing against the best. And things like that, man, it just takes away from it. And it really makes me sad because I want to see our sport grow, with integrity and organically, But that's what it is, they got to make some money, so... Who am I to say anything?